be no purchase. Hey, happy health habits, happy hour tribe, creating healthy, inspiring lifestyles that stick, right? Making making healthy habits happy, and loving ourselves enough to show up. So love and hugs to everybody. High five,
Yes.
everybody. Make sure high five yourself in the mirror. Is anybody doing high five in the mirror every day?
No, I forget. I
You
forget
want
every day.
if you want to up the ante, high five yourself, touch your hand in the mirror and look at yourself in the eye, like real up close. I tell you what, it's confronting. And just say, you got this,
Yes.
right in your own eyeballs. It's very, very good for your brain. You got this. You're on your own team,
Yes.
okay? We're on your team and we got this. So let's take a couple deep breaths in, let it all the way out, like we do on the wind calls. Get grounded, shake out any tension areas if you got those, right? Just we're going to breathe in that fruitage of the spirit, breathe in that love and peace and kindness. And we're going to breathe out that chaos, that insecurity, and that, ungodliness. Ugh, that's all around us in the world, right? When we feel the icky sauce, like Dr. Anderson says, we're going to breathe it in and breathe it out. This is all weird to you, Teresa, but it's normal to us. And you will learn, right? The desired behavior becomes the normal behavior in a tribe. And that is the really important thing from Monday night. If you didn't catch that, go back and watch that, because we're normal in here. We do normal things. We take our feelings with us. We prepare our food. We actually do some movement. We do some meditation. We do breathing. This is normal. This is normal, healthy behavior. You guys with me on that? Did
Yes. Yeah.
everybody that shows up on the wind calls, this is normal behavior. It may not feel normal to you yet, but it is normal. We are all optimistic and activists, and we are all in charge of our own lives. And Teresa, we make many, many, many goals, and we win at many, many things, but many things, one at a time. We master those habits, and then we can become heroes of our own story. And I like to call you guys my happy health habits happy hour heroes. I want to talk to you about that today, because I want to create a little bit of a group or an accountability step up for us, where we can be the heroes of all those around us and each other as well. So we'll talk about that in a minute. And we are the mindset makeover mavens, Teresa. We are a tribe of people that are making our mindsets over in midlife. It's possible, yes. An old dog can learn new tricks. Betty is proof, right? And
Yes.
this is where life is lived. These are the moments, the people, and that make life worth living right here.
Yeah.
These are the moments when we're with our tribe that we are really feeling like we've got it together. So never feel like you're stuck, Teresa, or anyone who's listening to this recording,
Yeah.
because you're not. You're in the process of creating new habits. I love this quote on the left here. It says, "Don't make yourself small for anyone. Be the awkward, funny, intelligent little weirdo." And be weird out loud. But here it's
Yeah.
normal. It's normal to be weird. We
Yes.
know we're number one in all the wrong things in our country. We're number one in sickness and disease and suffering and pills and potions, and we're horrible at health in the world. So we won't belittle this. Go back and watch on Monday night. Okay, go back and watch, because remember, metabolic syndrome is killing 9 of 10 of us. Okay, who saw the metabolic workshop from a few Saturdays ago or Monday night? Raise your hand. Did you guys?
I
Okay.
have not seen it yet.
So
I'm
we've had 2 opportunities, Betty, and they're hour long. You've got to watch them.
I
The
know. I've been
mornings.
really
Well,
overwhelmed, but
I
I'm
know, but it's on the list. It's on the list. It's endless. I
it's
know.
on.
3 out of 5 of these things gives you a diagnosis for metabolic syndrome. That's high cholesterol, high blood sugar, excess weight around the middle, and abnormal triglycerides. Hi, Wendy. I'm glad she made it. And Jane, welcome, welcome, welcome. Mary G's in the house. Patricia's in the house.
Oh,
And
hello.
blood pressure. Okay. only 3 of 5 of those earns you a diagnosis of metabolic syndrome. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Only 3 to 5. So you earned that. It didn't happen to you, you earned it. And you earned it by lack of care for your body. You earned it by
Yes.
lack of paying attention, by circumstances. Certainly, Roxy, I'm so glad you're here. You know, life happens, but you earned it by not being responsible for your body, your vehicle, your gift you've been given over time. It's just the fact. We got to master healthy habits. There's no way to sell it in a pill or a shot. Okay. And otherwise, we end up with these diseases, 9 of 10 of us. Raise your hand if you have a family history of cancer, diabetes, stroke, heart disease, dementia, arthritis, sleep disorder. Anybody there have a family history? Anyone in their family to have these things?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Write
You
it
bet.
down. Because if it's in your family, it's coming at you, right?
Yes, it is.
Unless you intervene. And those people don't know. They do not know what you know. That all of this stuff is reversible, reducible, and preventable. And who talks about this at Christmas? Who talks about this at the birthday parties? Who talks about this at the picnics? Who talks about this at every time you get together? Do you guys have
No.
relatives? All they talk about, right? Well,
Mhm.
now I'm giving you something else to talk about because you can say, hey, I learned that that's all reducible and preventable, and it's scientific, and it's proven, and it's strategic, and it's permanent. It can be permanent. You are examples of permanent change, you people. Even if you're a work in progress, you are example of permanent change. You know what? Health is not dynamic. Health is not static, but you're an example of permanent change because you continue to show up for yourself and your health, and you're doing more things more consistently, right? That's permanent change. You know what I
I
mean?
am I
And
am an example.
you
On
are.
Monday, I went to the doctor, and on Tuesday, she
Yep.
called me, and I am completely off the pre-diabetic list because my blood sugars are totally normal. I'm on my blood sugars, I'm a normal person. So, Tanya, that's my part of normalness. We're not sure
And
about the rest, but I'm a normal. I have blood sugars, so I can talk about that. I'm an example.
And Yvonne shared a little last week, and Margot stopped her 19 to 11 drugs a day, like, too. Like, that's her new normal. This is
Yeah.
so scientific. So next time you're around the water cooler, when everybody starts talking about their blood pressure, say, "Did you know there's some scientific evidence that says you could actually
Right.
reverse that? Would you be interested in learning? Here, let me show you this webinar." Literally,
Yeah.
you guys. It's just so mind-blowing how many people over 8 years I've seen get off of these meds, and permanently. They didn't go back.
Yes.
So it's
Good.
it's
Good.
a cool thing what we have. And so I encourage you never to feel shame around being a part of a healthy habits group, because you wouldn't be ashamed if you were part of a biking club, would you? I'm part of a bug club online, for heaven's sakes. I love bugs. Okay. I mean, I just do. So it's just not weird, right? In that group, it's
No,
not weird.
no, no, no. I've got two grandkids who are weird about bugs, and they're
Yeah.
fine. They're wonderful.
Yeah. So anyways, we have the science is in, and it is you, and you're the proof, and y'all could have been part of the study. So um let's just, not let people go on too long and drone on too long around their health issues when you meet up with them, because you can just say, hey, did you know, right? Interrupt that
Yes.
conversation. Would you like some information on how to turn that around? Or do you like being on the medications? 9 out of 10
I
of them
hate
don't
it.
want to be, right? They don't
No,
want to. Do you
I
like
hate it.
that? How do you feel these days? Are you feeling horrible? Well, asking someone how they feel is a loaded question, isn't it? And it all
Yeah.
boils down into metabolic syndrome in one way, shape, or form, right? So it's really important that we just continue to have these conversations. So let's talk around wins of the week, and learns, and what you learned from any of the webinars you've been on recently. Betty will make sure you have the links directly. And uh yeah, any fueling tips or any tips that you discovered too. We were talking about some earlier this morning at 10.
Yeah.
So any little, healthy habit tips you might want to share as well. We can do that. So why don't we go around? Betty, you want to start first? Wait, who has to
Sure.
go? Who has to go? Who has a short
You
time?
know, who has to leave first? Because I don't have to leave.
Mary. Okay, we got Mary.
There.
What
Yes.
you got, girl? You look great in that orange color.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm sitting outside of a building, in between shopping with my husband, so I've got to go. I can't stay. But he's at the battery store, so woohoo.
Thank you
But
for
yeah,
coming on. Thank you for sharing your joy and hope with us while we have you.
well, and my huge win was, remember a couple weeks ago I told you I can't run anymore per my orthopedic doctor. Well,
Yep.
I can't, but I chose to because I was signed up for the high V 5K anyway with my husband. He couldn't run because he just had eye surgery and is 2 weeks post-op. Well, I hadn't been training, but I thought, okay, one day, let's just see what we can do. We both
No
got
way.
freaking silver medals.
You ran it without training or anything.
But that's what health does. Backpacking, biking, walking. I got my weighted vest 3 weeks ago. All of that stuff. Okay, did I pay for it the next day because I actually ran? Yes, I was very sore. But did I get a silver medal? Yes. Crazy.
Yes.
Last year I
And
got a
I
bronze.
hope you
This
had
year I
some
got a
amino
silver.
acids handy, right?
Oh, I did. I have been plugging those. I plugged them that morning right away for the energy boost. I plugged them the next day for the soreness. Actually, I used them twice the next day. Um,
Double up.
but
Double up.
but
Yeah.
you know,
Double.
it just goes to show what you can do. And now after that, I told my husband, we're just gonna do this every year. And hey, if I can, and I had to do intervals, which means run,
Mhm.
walk. But you know what? I
Yeah.
beat my time by 45 seconds compared to last year when I ran
No.
the whole time.
No.
So yeah, I beat my time without training. So
Wow. That is good. That is
so
good.
it just shows what health can do, the floor work can do. I have to be building muscle if I can, and the cardio was there just from the everything else because I wasn't gasping for air. It was just my legs. And yeah, by the end, was my knee calling? Yes. Was my hip calling? Yes. Will I run routinely? No, I'll listen to my doctor. But once a year, see what you can do. Sure, let's hit the rubber.
I'm in pain just thinking about it. Honestly, I'm like, ah.
Yeah,
How old are you,
a
Mary?
little, yeah, a little ibuprofen, and I mean, I have felt worse backpacking than
Are
what
you
I felt after running.
are you
Oh,
60? How old are you?
I'm
60.
64 now.
64.
yeah,
Woo!
Yep.
baby.
Midlife
So
mindset makeover maven. Miss
Yes.
Mary.
yeah, and by
Oh,
if the race is next year, I'll bump up to the 65 to 70 category. Maybe I'll get gold because there aren't that many people that do it at my age.
seriously?
Yeah, who knows? We'll just see what we can do. But
You
and I mean, there were only three in my category. Let's be real. But first place beat me by 10 minutes, but I beat third place by like 2.5.
but you
So
showed
I'm
up.
I, so
That's good.
and that's exactly it. Just show
Yep,
up, see what you can do. So,
you showed
you
up.
know, thank you, Optavia. Would have I ever been able to run ever? No, not until this happened.
Nope. Nope. Not until this happened. So just example of being an optimal health practitioner, you don't do it over time. You don't become it, you do it slowly. And over how many, 5 years, 6 years, but it's been permanent, Mary.
Yep,
A little bit
yep,
of ups and downs, but really the changes have been absolutely permanent. And
yep.
you
Yes.
know, not static, but permanent. And I love
Right.
that there's a real there is a difference. And
So everybody know you can do it. and we can make it last. And who says aging,
Mhm.
like Betty, who says aging has to be sick?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be.
No,
Mary, is
absolutely not.
this is one quote I got from a training we had, or something, one of the things we had, is your identity has you're in the great gain game. You're not a chaser of weight, you are a creator of health, and you're in the great gain game. Your health isn't transformed. You're not Your health transformation is an identity transformation.
Exactly.
Don't you identify
Exactly.
as a healthy person now? You identify differently.
Yes.
Absolutely. And my husband, who's, always been the tall lean, is buying into it, because he,
Yep.
even after doing this, and he goes, this winter we're joining a gym because we need to weight train. And I'm like, hello? Yeah. Do you know how much that will help me, rather than me just trying to do it by myself?
Your
Yeah.
life
Yeah.
is unrecognizable from the beginning. Unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Your husband is unrecognizable, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, because he laughed and he goes, "Yeah, I'm getting it around the middle." And I'm like, "Yeah, you are." He goes, "My weight's settling in." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay." And he goes, "But we could lift weights." And I'm like, "Yes, we can."
Yes. Yes. I love it.
And oh, guess what? I can help you clean up how you're eating too, right?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm thrilled because Mary, I don't know, Dr. A's book that he's touting is coming out, whatever it is, it's gonna be about this, like an identity transformation. You
Mhm.
become identify differently, and that is the only real lasting change if you identify as a healthy person. And
Yeah.
so we're constantly having to identify with that future self, and Betty is, everybody is in there. And
And I
so
don't know who's following Mike and Amy Mills on Facebook, but go in there and follow
look,
those two. Holy
yes.
cow. I love everybody in this group, but
Hmm.
I love how they both are pulling scripture and
Yep.
Bible and consistency and
Yep.
the hard questions. So go in and follow Mike and Amy Mills, and really they're going to inspire you too.
They are our coaches now that Dave Bush is gone, and
Right.
they're on our team. So
Yep.
he's not gone, he's just not on he's our leader anymore. But
Right.
nonetheless, yes, I agree, Mary, 1,000%. They're
Yep.
amazing
And
people.
David was fantastic as well. But anytime you get a change, you get new energy and new
Yep.
perspective, and I'm
Yep.
loving theirs.
Yep. It's awesome. I'm so glad you shared about your husband too, because I don't know if Tanya is rubbing off on her boyfriend. Wendy and Jane are single. Um, Patricia is as well. But my husband is is really unrecognizable as well. He's been doing the aminos. He never ever ever wanted to lift weight in his whole life, and he looks better than he did when I met him. I mean, his brain is unrecognizable. His behaviors, his calm, his emotional resiliency. Sober 16 years. Like, who is this man? Like, and
That's
you know what I mean.
wonderful.
So it rubs off on everyone around you, right, Sharon? Sheila, is it rubbing off on your husband? And Sheila is cousins with Mary. Yay! That's how Sheila
Wow.
got here. So that's why, because Mary shared out loud, and that's why Sheila's here, and Sharon is shared out loud. That's why Teresa's here. Everybody, don't underestimate the power of your shares. Care and share. All right. Thanks, Mary, for being here. Say hi to your hubby. Hugs and love.
Yes.
If you gotta go, go
Yes.
when you gotta go. But
All
thank you
right.
for sharing. On that note, Sheila, do you want to share on Mary's heels here? What's
Uh,
your
my wins for the week are I have been hitting my protein goals. That was huge for me. And on Sunday, my daughter was in the ER, and I have a tendency to freak out and go for the vending machine or whatever. But instead, I just drank water. Yay, me. So
Yes.
woo-hoo? Fantastic. That is fantastic. That's a huge win.
it
Huge.
is me because I definitely am an emotional eater, and it was a stressful time. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Making it through those moments with breathing and Stop challenge, choose, stop, then challenge 50 times if you have to.
Yeah.
So was it easier this time to stop and make a different choice?
I just felt like, well, because I really wanted to run to the gas station and just get a pop and a candy bar. And it was just like, you know what? Don't do it. She needs you. Don't leave. What if the doctor comes in? And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just go get some water. So I can't say it was, but I was like, oh,
I love it.
The cool part is she really wanted to.
I did.
Yeah.
I debated about stopping before I even got to the hospital because she went by ambulance to follow. And I was like,
Yeah.
do I stop or don't I? And I didn't. I was a good girl. So
High 10, everybody give her a high 10. That is fantastic. The other thing is, Sherry, you've been loving on your arms, you've been loving your body, right?
my granddaughter just loves my flabby arms. She loves my flappy arms. She comes up and she plays with them and everything else. And the other day I just told her that if I didn't have these flappy arms, I wouldn't be able to hold her. And so it's a good thing that grandma has flappy arms.
Yes, it is.
That's awesome. That's love. That is
Yes.
perfect.
Yeah.
That helps. It
Yes.
helps, doesn't it?
Yep.
Really helps. And we talked about your family history of metabolic syndrome, and so she's got her wheels turning about how she can maybe help her mom, and right. So it's all a work in progress, but good job, Sheila. Good job. Thanks for showing up.
Yes.
We love our players. You are a happy health habits hero.
I'm getting there.
Midlife,
Little by
midlife
little.
midlife makeover maven, and getting your protein in is huge, 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 huge. So huge. So yeah, I've been starting out with that a lot with people lately, and Sharon and I too have been like, listen, don't calorie count. Just let's look and see. Are you getting enough protein? And everyone is so like so far under. It's not even funny, right? Not 100 to 120 grams. They don't know what 120 grams is, and they're not even near it. Maybe 40 or 50 in a day. Truly.
Oh.
So you're on the right track. Okay, anyway, Tanya, we got you for a short time. Wendy, you guys got to go. You want to share first? And Carrie, we're so glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm here for a short time.
What you got, girl, before you got to go? Business owner extraordinaire. She's an amazing personal cleaning and personal errand business, and she's always in charge of employees, and she's killing this challenge. I mean, killing it.
I don't know about that, but I am back to I'm 100% on my EEAs, killing it with the exercise, got my water in over 80 ounces a day.
Wow.
My steps have been around the 8,000 mark a day.
8,000.
Mm-hmm.
You're smoking me, girl.
What else?
You've lost some weight too. You're forgetting.
No, well, I lost 11 pounds, but I put a little bit back on, so I don't know where I'm at with that. Because I fell off the wagon for 3 days, but I'm back on and going strong.
Good.
So she had a little freak out, and guess what she did?
Took a
She
deep breath, reached
she
out,
she reached out. Freak out, reach out. Freak out,
Yeah.
freak out, reach out. She did. She
Yeah.
reached out. And I'm like, calm it down, girlfriend. Okay. Did you really eat 3,500 calories extra per day for 3 days? No. Okay. Then you didn't gain fat. Okay.
Yay.
Anybody ever freaked out because the scale was 3 to 5
Yes.
pounds higher?
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys? Okay, I have all my whole life, right?
Yes. Yes.
Is it fat? No. Go to Optimal Life Group, reread the fat burn documents, go to optavia.com, Google it, fat burn. It is your body. Remember the nurse in the buckets video that I suppose everyone should have watched? your body will restore extra unused glucose goes to glycogen and water weight in your muscle and livers. If you fill up that bucket, then it will go to your fat stores. It is not fat.
Good.
She didn't eat. Does that make sense? So did that help Tanya to review?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
She's like, oh, thank you for sharing that. I needed to hear that. So send her the video, get her off the cliff. Okay. That was awesome. That was
Yeah.
awesome. You reached out. Freak out, reach out. That was great.
Yeah.
Bravo, girl. And she's in that challenge every day. Sharon is large and in charge with the challenge too. The videos I love and I adore. Sharon's sharing all the video content on her Facebook page. And
Yes,
she
yes.
got people calling her now. She got people texting her and calling her. This week she had 2 people because of what she's sharing, just not even pictures. Right, Sharon?
Good.
She's just like copy pasting this information and sticking it. And she got 2
That
phone
is so
calls.
good.
Yeah.
Wanted
So
us to
cool.
share you wanted us to share what we're learning, so I shared what I'm learning.
Yes.
Good for
Yes.
you. Good for
I
you.
mean, it's
Oh, I
so
felt
much
behind.
good
I felt like,
content
felt like
and so little time spent.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. So
I
little
felt
time.
behind. I did that last time and I haven't done any of it this time. I felt like Sharon was beating me around the bridge.
Yeah, and actually Tanya, bravo, because Tanya shared like she did a 5-star review. She shared her photo. She shared her success. So she's been trying to care and share too, out there, and she's just it's wonderful. I got in touch with we got in touch with a guy who is friends of hers who's in charge of all kinds of a whole Mercy One nursing like state of health and employee wellness. So who knows where that will go. How cool is that? Because she was
Yeah.
sharing. Yeah. Anything else? Any other lessons learned from your freak out? Can you share with us what you learned and how you grew from your freak out?
I learned that I should have reached out on day 1 and not day 3. For sure.
But
Um,
you reached.
I
You
did.
reached.
Um, the video was very informational, because I don't actually think that I had seen it the first go round.
Oh, interesting.
And if I did, I don't recall it.
Been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, so that was a good one, and it just overall just helped me get right back on track where I needed to be.
Awesome.
Good.
Awesome. We heal in community, folks. We don't heal alone. We just go down alone, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. Good job. Don't forget the 8 p.m. wind call if you're going down for the day. Don't forget to snag that one. Hi, Carrie. I'm glad you're here on live. Roxy's listening in. Tanya, anything else? Did you get the metabolic webinar? Did you have
Yeah,
any takeaways? Any
I
takeaways
did.
from that?
I sent you a few of them, but I'm in my car right now. I don't have my notes on me, but I have like 2 pages of notes from that.
Okay. Yeah, I emailed you guys today too if you were in the challenge. That just email me back, text me what your takeaways are. I like to share those. Sharon and I are sharing though, and you can, sharing that because then you can post it and you can text it, and it's really nice for people to see. And yeah, you don't like have to share photos if you're not comfortable, but good job, Tanya. Good job. You're doing great. You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
Awesome. Let's see who else has got a short time. Wendy, Jolie, anybody got to go? Are you able to, if you're, oh, we lost Roxy. Welcome, Margot. Yay. All right, who's next? Who is
Oh, there's
next?
Carrie. Hey, Carrie.
I can go. I don't know. Well, sorry I got in late. I was trying to get caught up and shift from one Zoom to lunch into another.
Oh,
Change positions for
Ecuador.
a while. So
Tell us what's going on in Ecuador. We know there's a lot of,
Yes.
sure there's a lot of stuff going on
there's a
down
lot
there.
of stuff. Then my learn is my life changed overnight last week. And one of those things that you all hear me that I'm not really doing the program, but I'm working on this. Never committed to myself. I'm, doing a lot of the emotional work, but boom, emergency surgery, gallbladder stones taken out, and did not see that coming at all. And, so I was just laying there in the recovery, and it's like, because you don't have time to think about it before. It was all same day. It was Tuesday, and then finally got all the test things, and then in the doctor's office at 7 p.m. and he's like, well, it's not an emergency. It's not like it hasn't ruptured, but you should think about it. He goes, but my 8 o'clock is open. Surgeon. He gets on the phone and calls the anesthesiologist. I'm like, well, I guess it's decided then. So better sooner than later.
Yeah.
But just laying there thinking, gallbladder, bile, what's all the vile thoughts I've been telling myself and holding in and repressing that it would get this bad. And all the times I say that I don't take charge of my own, what I put in my mouth. I don't like to cook. So it's whatever someone else cooks. So I was at the whim and mercy of everybody else's comfort foods. And it's like, yeah, that was giving up on myself years ago, really. And that was really the big wake up call for me there. And so of course I've always thought, like if I had a cancer diagnosis or diabetes, it's like, would I stick to the menu that the doctor gives me? Of course I would. But I didn't have the strength to do it myself. So I actually thanked the doctor. I'm like, thanks for the liquids, thanks for the IV, the drips, and whatever needed to be done. And the surgery went fine and everything. But then there was complications after, and then I was back in the hospital for a couple days. And it turns out it probably wasn't related, but such a shock and trauma to the body brings stuff up that's been repressed. Imagine that. And one of the doctors tried to tell me it was, oh, it's probably just stress. And I'm like, you think? It's like I'm here snooting my stress away oil, practicing my breathing techniques, all the things. I'm like, what's the irony that this is what I do? I coach people to reduce stress. And yet I've been hiding behind it for myself. But it turns out it's probably goes way back farther than that. And I don't know, we're not for sure yet, because they let me out of the hospital Sunday. They weren't gonna, because my oxygen saturation was really low. And without the tank, they said, but we can't keep you in this hospital because that's our last tank of gas. And the government shutdown started at midnight, or the strike against the government. And so they wanted to send me to another hospital that was far away. But where I was in the little town, here's 5 minutes away, hospital, the doctor could walk, and he came to see me every day. And now we're joking and we're good buddies, but he's like, he came in right as I was finishing lunch on Sunday, and he's like, we're busting you out of here. And he wasn't even on duty, but he's like, you
Doctor
need
walked to see her. You guys, that is so awesome. That's so
yeah,
awesome.
so it might be pulmonary cystic fibrosis, actually, because of all the scans, but that was the last one. But we're like, we'll work on that later. Just go home and recover from your surgery first.
All inside the political unrest and the government shutdown. This is no joke, right, in Ecuador. So
yeah, so my second trip to the hospital, as we were just leaving the neighborhood at the corner, there was a policeman, and I'm like, oh no, it's starting. It was for a parade for the 3-day festival in my neighborhood. So it's quiet at the hospital. My poor sister was here with the music till 4 a.m. every day. But so when we got home Sunday afternoon, they were just starting up again for the Sunday night party. But it only went to like 1 or 2 in the morning. And, with drugs and earplugs, I got a decent night's sleep. But let me tell you, it has been so quiet here. So quiet, because there's no circulation, no cars can go by, no buyers or sellers. Just quiet.
that's
Oh,
good.
nice.
I'm recovering in my cozy, comfy bed.
So be grateful for our relatively peaceful,
Yeah.
relatively peaceful surroundings with the
Yeah,
political.
and the irony is that the rest of the country is like fine. Just in this province, there's 13 blockades on the roads because
Ugh.
the vice president, she's from the next city over. So they flew the president in and now they're all attacking that town. But that's like, 10 miles away. So I don't hear it, but I hear the helicopters going by.
Well, everybody hugs and love for Carrie, right?
Yes,
Got it.
For Carrie.
Everybody,
absolutely.
Wow.
and you can tell
Now
it's
is
kind of hard to
now
breathe, but
now is the time to just take charge of
choose for
whatever.
you. It is a choice. Make the choice.
Release the old, renew, and just renew yourself, vows to yourself that you are going to take charge of you, right?
Yes.
Love you. Love you, love you. I wish I could run and hug you and be there.
Yes, I wish
So
to.
we're glad you're okay. Okay, so thank you for sharing so vulnerably. We've been missing you. So Jolie, sharing, Betty, you guys want to share? Margot?
Yes. Yes, I would love to share. I
Yes.
just had such a fabulous week. One of the good things is I put myself on an exercise program. So today was day 5. So I get up at 4 and weigh myself, and then I do my little work. It's a 2-week thing, and then you start over again, but you go everything. So you hit a little bit of everything, and it's real easy. It's a yoga thing. It's real easy, but I do what I can and what I can't do. And then I get the bike on. And then Monday and Tuesday, I was at a doctor's appointment, and I was there at 7:45 on Monday and 7:45 on Tuesday for a mammogram. And they were laughing because it was so far, from where the sitting room is to wherever end of the place I was going. And we're talking about steps, and I'm clumping along on my cane. And I said, "Oh, well, I've got 1,925 steps this one day, and I had 1,909 the next day." And they're like, "Oh, this old lady has."
Wow. High five, Betty. High five,
Yes,
girlfriend.
they're trying to slow down to keep up with me, because they walk faster. But it was just great. I got off several medicines, several medications. I'm no longer a diabetic or a pre-diabetic or any kind of diabetic. I'm normal on that. I'm just wonderful, wonderful things have happened this week, and it's good. And yes, as I go by, I'm grabbing little munchy things, but the other stuff, the sleep's going well, the exercise. I even went after this morning's win, I went out into the garage, and this Sunday I'd had one of the neighbor kids come over and fix my trampoline. And for the first time in several years, I got on there. I could only jump for 3 minutes, not jump, bounce. I can't jump. I bounced for 3 minutes, but I did that between morning win and now. So I have a bunch of
Wow.
plans. I'm very,
Wow.
very
Betty
so
Wow.
is winning the Betty Olympics.
oh my
Yeah.
goodness,
so
Betty, every one of
Betty,
that, everything's so amazing.
yeah. So
And Carrie,
Betty is bubbly and bouncy.
I don't know if you saw her. The newspaper caught her with her walker and got her in the newspaper walking the streets. And
Yes.
I posted it. It was a big
Oh,
deal
Amazing.
because she
Yeah.
walked the blocks.
was
It was a big deal. So go back and look. Betty Olympics. Whoop whoop. I am so
whoa.
Awesome,
bored.
Betty.
Yeah. I can't walk 5 miles anymore, but boy, I feel better now doing my 3 to 4,000 steps a day than I ever did doing the 5 miles a day because I appreciate it. I know how much better I am.
From a
I'm
person who
aware of
couldn't
everything.
even
I'm
stand
now.
up at the kitchen counter. Betty, you're winning the
I
gold,
know.
girl.
I keep
Winning
I
the
keep
gold.
forgetting that. I keep forgetting
See?
that. You remind me because I don't
Get your
remember
list of
that.
things on. That being said, Yvonne, is she still on? Yvonne's assignment was to list all of her positive things. I believe she remembers that was her goal. That was her assignment, but she may not. We'll see if she can get on.
Yeah.
Did you remember your assignment, Yvonne?
I remembered it, but I've been recovering from COVID and
Oh, yes.
then
Oh, no.
came down with a cyst, and that got
Okay.
pushed to the back burner.
So
But
next week. Next
yes,
week.
I
You'll
pro-
be fine. Okay. And I'm sorry, I did totally forget that to share with them that you had COVID. I did remember. That was a bummer. Total bummer. So any
but
wins?
I
What did
could
you
I
learn from
could say
that and
the,
what happened during and how did you handle? Like what was
my
your
win
feedback?
is because I have changed the way and what I'm eating, my body bounced back faster
Awesome.
because I'm a breast cancer survivor. So I had my 6-month checkup last Wednesday, and that's when I was able to address the cyst. But they look at everything when you go for these
Right.
checks. They check
Right.
everything all back
Yes.
through your records, and they see that from the last 6 months, I was there 6 months ago, I lost 5 pounds in that 6 months. My blood pressure has come down to 121 instead of the 131 that it was, because I'm only telling the high number because that's the one that they kind of focus on. And even with all of those, I can attribute that success for the program that I am following, the lifestyle changes I've made.
Yep. Yep.
And that will all be in my before in my before and after program starting Optavia assignment that you
Yes.
want from me. So next week I'll have that.
You are proof you could have been in the scientific study. You are proof in the pudding, girlfriend. That
Yeah.
you are proof in the pudding. Whoop whoop.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love it. Bravo. And did you hear her say she healed? She's healing faster from being sick. And
Yes.
Phyllis said the same thing. If you guys, Phyllis isn't here again today, I'm a little concerned, but if you want to text her or call her, if you got her number, Phyllis was still dealing with radiation and chemo and stuff for her cancer in her nose. Remember? If you weren't
Yeah.
here. So I'm not sure how, where she is today or what's happening, but just quickly, it's 712-310-9671. And I can put it in the chat too, or you can email her. But yeah, send some love into Phyllis and thank you for being on. Yvonne, I know you probably aren't feeling well necessarily. So we're glad you're here. In fact, I'm going to send a picture to everybody smile. I'm going to send a picture to Phyllis.
Okay.
Yay. Okay, there we go. Anyways,
You
all
gonna
right.
put her number in the chat?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can put it in the chat. Okay, who wants to share next? Sharon hasn't. Jolie, Margot, Patricia, if you can. Jane, if you want.
I can
Jolie?
share. I first of all, I have not forgot my assignment that you and Sharon kind of gave me. I have not forgot it. I just haven't got it done. So I apologize, but I hopefully will get that done in the next couple days. And my daughter I've given her some recipes that she's going to make for her and Dana. And I'll get her more information so you guys can connect.
Her son-in-law almost died of a a widowmaker, you guys, and so she's been they've been wanting Jolie's information about all the healthy things she's doing.
Yeah, so that's going well. So I have what I was talking, I think when it was both Sharon and Amy. Anyways, I was talking about when I watch the videos or whatever and I go back, I take lots and lots of notes and I can't always find what I want to find at this particular time. So in my Bible study at church, we always get asked, what was your aha moment for the week? So now I'm starting to mark mine in red and say aha moment. So then hopefully I can share and find them easier when I need to. Yep, come on in. I'm on a Zoom call. Okay. 1 second. So anyways, yes, you may. So anyways, I'm a little behind on my well, I'm back on day 22, but anyways, I real quickly, I'll say some of my aha moments from what I've been learning. And I love the 3 pillars of emotional resilience: the awareness, the pause, response, and refrain. Then Monday night, the metabolic mastery, I was kind of taken back when he had in America Today the average calories everybody takes in, the amount of time that people sit, and the little bit of their physical activity is not very much, less than 20 minutes a day, and how important the sleep is. And then the fact that they talked about 90% of Americans have the metabolic dysfunction. So I thought, wow, this is big stuff.
Big stuff.
Yeah. So and then in one of 3 adults have the metabolic syndrome, and it talked through that. I liked what they talked about, the abdominal obesity. I can relate to that with the visceral fat around the organs and such. I do have a fatty liver. I'm anxious to go in. My next, probably in October, is my annual checkup and see how labs and everything come back this time, because I am down 20 pounds now. I did not do another measurement, but the biggest thing, as I tell people, and people are starting to notice in my face specifically, and ask about what I'm doing. So I just, well, they say, well, what kind of diet are you on? And I said, well, I'm not really on a diet. I don't call it a diet. I said, I'm just choosing to make a lifestyle change, something that I hope and plan to be able to do for the rest of my life, so that I don't have to, worry about a diet. So they're asking questions about that.
Diet is a 4-letter word, y'all. Live it is a 5-letter word. Diet is a 4-letter word.
Yeah. So anyways, so I enjoyed, I'm up to date on those things, except today's lesson. I just got to do today's lesson, and then I will get on my assignment that you and Sharon have given me, and get that taken care of. I'm anxious to do it.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand.
I just got to do it.
Joe,
You've been
your list is getting so long that
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what's exciting, is your wins are getting so frequent, and the list is getting so long.
She has the same assignment as Yvonne, to write down all the little things.
Yeah.
Because Betty forgets them, right? Betty, you already forgot.
I know. I know. Anything that's unpleasant it goes like wind, like smoke. It drifts in, it drifts out. The good things stay, but anything negative, it's like, clean that garbage out. I'm always
Yeah, that's good too. You don't want to dwell on it. You just want to remember how much you've moved along.
Yes, how much better you are. Yeah.
I want everyone to hear how much of a student Jolie is. Like, she literally, when I last talked to her, even every time she texts me, I'm behind on my assignment. I didn't get to the webinar yet, but I got my notebook and I'm gonna get it. Like, she's like all in. She's a student.
I'm a note taker. And I just got to, this is, I don't know that I'll be able to show you. Let me see.
She's the best student ever. She's great. I love it.
Anyway, my son-in-law, who had the heart issues, he made himself a new way of keeping notes for the week. And he was showing me last week, and I thought, that is so cool. I said, boy, I could use something like that. Well, he had them printed off and he said, oh, you know, it's cheaper if you get 10 instead of 1. So he gave it to me and it's for the whole year. I'll turn this around and this is what I'm using now for my meal. And then when I watch my webinars or whatever, but it's like this.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
awesome. Awesome.
And it's just really cool.
Oh,
So that's
awesome.
what
I'll
I'm
put
using
my
now.
order in. I would love, those are wonderful.
Well, I'll just tell him. I'll just tell him and maybe I can get more. Now it has, this one has
Maybe you
his
can
name
go
on
into
it.
business. Can you go
Yeah.
into business?
There you go.
But it's got plenty, you know, it's got a whole column, you know, for every day. And so that's where I'm putting all my my little book, you know. I'm in whatever week I'm in. It's my little book is full. So Sharon gave me a printout, but then he gave me this, and this is like, my gosh, it's a major diary.
And Sharon is over there beaming from ear to ear because this is her prize students, right?
Right.
Oh, geez,
Joe,
I don't know about
Prize.
that.
Joe, your face is so amazing.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, the changes in the changes, it's amazing.
It
Yeah, and
is.
just totally lit up.
She is
is.
totally lit up.
It is. It's so inspiring. And this is why Sharon and I and Margot and Jane, we lay awake at night and go, how can we help? Who can we help tomorrow? Like literally, it's an obsession. It's an obsession because
Well,
of
it's
your,
love,
yeah, it's your face,
care.
Joy. It's love. It is love in
Yeah.
action. Yeah, because of your face,
Yeah.
Jolie.
You
It's
couldn't do that if you didn't care.
and now her daughter's a nurse, right?
Yeah.
And her daughter is wanting to know because just because you're a nurse doesn't mean you're healthy or you understand.
Most of them aren't.
She is looking at that life book. She is asking Jolie. She is taking note and they're making changes because she almost lost her husband. And that's no joke, right? So
52, 52 years old. Yeah. So,
yep. So sometimes, you know what, like Carrie, Dana,
Yep.
you know, Holly, your daughter, me, right? We almost have to lose it
Yeah.
to get it, right? And
We've
that's
been hitting snooze so long on our wake up calls that it had to be so
yes,
loud we couldn't ignore.
right. The body holds a score and it will scream at you. And that you're lucky if you live through it. And Carrie, good, you know what? You're lucky it was a gallbladder. I was lucky it was thyroid cancer. It wasn't the big bad other stuff, right? So
Well, yeah, and I mean, I
you
had
know,
to be trampled by how many herds of horses before I felt it.
yeah,
Because that's what it feels like.
yeah.
But
But
it actually brought out something that has been going on for decades in my life, and I didn't. I mean, it was always the undiagnosed thing, the
yes,
lung thing. So that I'm gonna be working on. I told the doctor, I gotta get out of here. I got plans, I got ideas. Sunday
I got
morning,
plans.
the clarity came and
I got
yeah,
self-healing going on here. I'm in
yeah.
charge now. Let me out of here. And
I got a new
remember,
life to live.
we don't have to
Yes.
suffer. We don't have to suffer to make changes. We don't have to go through heart attacks like Margot, and we don't have to go through we just don't. And I encourage you to go back and watch my live today and think about you guys are my healthy habits hero, you know, happy health habits heroes. We got to write down what do we want and what do we not want. And clearly we are here to support each other in the pursuit of that. And just be real clear about it. Right. You got to really know that what it is that you want and don't want, right? So just sharpen the why, keep sharpening. How about you? I don't know if Teresa wants to share what she's gotten. I know she's new here, or Jane or Sharon. Any
I mean, I can
we want,
just share a couple things
yeah,
from the
what'd you get?
webinar. Just if you don't have an acute disease, doesn't mean something isn't brewing. That's that inflammation is brewing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And taking those steps before, no. And just the fact that almost everyone, well, is reversible, you know, they keep hitting that hard that this stuff is reversible. And you know, how many times do we all hear that, well, it's genetics, or it's this, or it's that, or it's, you know, I mean, it's in my family or whatever.
It's only genetic because your behaviors run in your family.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's epigenetic. Your gene
Behaviors are,
expressions can be turned on and off.
it's the
it's
gene
because the
expressions run in your family.
because it's the
And-
lifestyle's been passed down from generation to generation.
Yep.
And I mean, I had someone say, well, I'm a baker. And I'm like, yeah. And, you know, do you want your family, the rest, you know, your family to struggle with what you're struggling with? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
your next generation?
If you're
That's
not
Yeah.
from a healthy family, they don't have to be.
what?
If you're from an unhealthy family, they don't have to be. That's
No.
Sharon's
Yeah.
Valley
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
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 Good one,
And
Sharon. Yes.
that's awesome. Anything else, Sharon, that you got? You're always
Um,
sharing gems.
No, Joe,
Besides her, two
Joe
people
covered
that
a lot. Oh, this morning on the wind call. So it was about movement. And when we talk about being crazy and kind of weird and everything, how many people are skipping with their grandkids or
right?
Not any.
I've been doing that. I'm just like, I don't care. I
Yay!
don't care who's watching. Skip a
I
little a few steps with
have
your grandkids.
not. I've literally not tried to skip in years. I'm gonna do it.
Skip
You
to the
can do
front
it. You can
door.
do it.
3 or
By the
4
way,
steps. Just
I
Ugh,
shared
ugh.
I shared Phyllis's email and phone number in the chat, and then the little graphic too. Skipping, that's awesome, and jumping on the trampoline. I still don't have my jump rope.
Yeah.
well,
Yep, I
and
don't have my jump rope, but
in
Jude,
that,
what do you get out of that? What is the different muscle groups, Sharon? Do you remember the different muscle groups that you got to
Oh.
work?
oh, well, I don't know. What do I have the notes?
Like there's different muscle groups.
Yeah,
so
there is, and I don't know
webinar.
if I
A
got.
fast twitch, slow twitch,
Oh
fast
yeah,
twitch.
yeah,
There's different muscle fibers, so that's why the jumping, the hopping, the
Yep.
skipping,
Yep.
that's important to do. And
But-
I got so that's something to
but
go
the
back.
but the jumping is just good. I mean, it could be jumping in place. Just you don't have to jump a
Yep.
foot off the
Yeah.
floor. Just
Yep.
it's the resistance, that's
Yep.
on your muscles
Yeah.
and your bones.
And
The resistance. between your muscles.
Bravo to Sharon for actually keeping track of her protein now too, because she was like, I don't know if I'm getting enough protein. So she's figured out how to calculate her protein because she's in
Yeah.
optimization. So she was thinking she was short, and she
I-
was.
It's one of those, I want to know if I don't
Yeah.
track it, how do I know?
Yep.
Oh,
That's it.
I measure every time. Whatever it says, if it says 7 ounces or if it says 5 on, that's what I eat.
Right. But if I'm in optimization,
Yep.
not in
Oh,
weight loss. So
Yep.
I want to make sure I'm getting the protein throughout
Yeah,
the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're on a plan, you're getting the protein.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
if
good.
I'm like on my own optimization, I need to know what I'm getting.
Yeah. She has to be,
Yes.
it's all in a
Yes,
pack, it's not all pre-calculated. So she
Yeah.
had to go do all her calculations. That's what we love about the packages is they're it's all calculated.
Yes.
It's it's nutrition for dummies. And yeah, literally. So good job, Sharon. And you're attracting people now like bees to honey because you are what they want to be. So keep sharing out loud, and she's just sharing her little quips that whatever you guys learn, people will be mind blown. Whatever you shared, they'll be mind blown because they don't know it. Advanced Healthy Habits Finder is on October 2nd. I think if you haven't signed up for that yet, there's an advanced one. I have no idea what the details are, but if you've already been around a while, go ahead and do the advanced one. And Margot, did you have a share, or whoever else wanted to share?
Just Monday night was amazing. And so much of it was, for me, was reinforcing what I have learned over the years about keeping myself, like Sharon says, in optimization, because that's when you're so used to the program and you're so used to the meals and the food and the bars and all of that, and you go off and you have to learn how to eat again, you got to really watch what it is that, so you're sure you're getting the nutrients, so you're sure you're getting the protein.
Yeah.
And most people have no idea that they have metabolic dysfunction. They have no idea. They think they're eating healthy, they think they're doing the right things, and then they pop up with something that could be liver, could be heart, whatever. And that's what the focus becomes, and not overall body health. And between the brain health and the gut health, there's a whole lot going on. And
Yeah.
if we don't pay attention to it, we're putting ourselves at risk without a doubt. And I had a great win this week. I had another endoscopy on Friday, and I've been doing them every 3 months since I had my big falling out. And this time they were able to do more work, spend more time. And so now they don't need to see me for 6 months. So, because everything is
Good,
starting to work, and
good.
thank
Yay.
goodness, yeah, thank goodness for that. I can, although it's an easy procedure, I can go without the sedation and all that good stuff. So that was
Yeah,
good
for
news
sure.
coming out of that. Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Bravo, bravo, girl.
And
Bravo.
whenever you're ready, I've got a reading for the day.
Okay. And
Okay.
somebody said to Sharon, do you have any heart healthy recipes? And we both laughed. Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
That's great. All of them. That's good answer. Good
Yeah,
answer.
just a few, all of them. It was hilarious. So we were funny. It was funny. Anyway, Wendy showed up twice. Bravo to Wendy. She's been here twice. She was here at 10 and she was on with Cindy at 10 and she's on now. So that's awesome. She's going on another trip by herself. She's well enough to travel by herself in her retirement. No
Wow.
I
problem.
gotta say one thing about that, because talk about letting go and things weighing you down, it's like for the past year, my neck has just been so tight. Sometimes it can hardly turn my head one direction. So I've been trying all these different things and whatever, a lot of massage mostly. But part of it, it's that I've had a bunch of stuff got compounded, and a lot of it has to do with environment. Because I had a lot of stuff in my house that I never chose to have here. And then my ex-husband passed away and all his stuff got moved into my house because my son doesn't live in town. And so I'm literally redesigning my environment. And I'm noticing today that it feels better, because yesterday I offloaded to my neighbors my old, very clunky, heavy wood bedroom set, like 6 pieces. That was,
And now your neck's feeling
it
better?
was a gift from my old in-laws millions of years ago. It was cluttering up my garage since the movers were here like a month ago. It got out of my life yesterday. And I slept really good. And today I'm noticing it's like not as knotted up. So
Good. Good
I
for
love
you.
that.
I
That's
like
so
it.
interesting, Wendy, because like the neck represents flexibility, the ability to
Yeah.
see what's back there or refusing to see
Yes.
Yeah.
other sides
Yeah.
of the issue. So the fact that you're making changes, that's great.
Well, and I literally had to, well, this was like my bedroom. So I literally had to deconstruct everything in my bedroom pretty much. I still have clothes that don't have a home and, came out of
But it was
places
time
that
for
I
it.
haven't put them back together. But it's kind of interesting. Yeah. And then I've also made the decision that like, I'm going to give myself a goal of like 2 years to probably be out of my house, because that's another thing that weighs me down. So around that. And although I'm like the exercise of mowing my lawn, I've hired a little neighborhood girl to mow it for me now, because I don't have the time and my mower broke, and we're going girl power. And now I kind of feel like a princess. It's very different. I've always done it myself. But, opportunity costs the money. I can go do other things.
Release receive. It's an infinity symbol. Release, receive, everybody. Release, receive. Wendy.
And I'm getting a chance to know her. She's kind of a quiet little girl and lives around the corner. I never knew her. So now I'm getting to know the neighbors and she's got responsibility. It's like, oh, it's all a good thing.
That's so awesome. Release and receive everything you need. I've been teaching my husband. My husband, actually, I got him release and receive. He's
Yeah,
weird now.
let it go.
He's
I'm like, oh
weird
my
now
God.
too.
And a couch
Shake
I
it up.
sold for $20. It wasn't the $20. It was like, get this piece out of my life. Was gifted by my ex-in-laws like 20, 30
So
years
great.
ago. Like,
So
out
great.
of here.
That is great. Out of here. Oh, I got closets I need to do that with. Okay, anyway, we're over. But Margot, you're on. I just have to share with you. You know those little steppers, like you take a step class. Remember those step class? I got one, and I started with 5 jump ups on it, and now I can do 20. Can you believe it?
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
And let me tell you, the first 5 were hysterical. So I'm gonna watch. It's the fast twitch muscles. You don't use them anymore. I mean, you just
Yeah.
it's almost like they don't know how to fire at all. So the jumping Betty, keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Well, and like they told
The
us
jump
Monday
rope.
night, we sit
Yep.
6 to 9 hours a day.
Yep. I stand all day on Wednesdays for 10 hours all day. I
Good,
stand.
good for you.
Yep. 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 Otherwise my butt would be in that chair. So anyway,
Yeah.
Margot, you go ahead and share.
Okay. All right. Hopefully this will work because I'm having a challenge with my computer. All right. It is about healing. I am healing with every breath I take. My body is powerful and knows how to heal itself. My body is a mirror of my inner thoughts and beliefs. I nourish it with good habits, including a healthy body, mind, and finances, all supported by healthy foods, movement, and sound sleep. Healing is a personal choice and a commitment. It requires active participation, self-reflection, and a willingness to embrace change and the transformative power that it holds. Prioritize self-care activities that support your nutritional, physical, emotional, mental, and financial well-being. Eat a healthy meal, take a walk, stretch, calm your heart by breathing slowly and deeply. Take time to meditate, sleep well, and by all means, forgive yourself through your most important activity, and that is loving yourself.
That was perfect,
good.
Margot. Thank you. I needed that today.
Beautiful,
Here's to
And
healing.
I want to send them out, but my scanner is still giving me some grief. So as soon as I get it fixed, you'll get a whole bunch of these. And
Carrie
email.
needed that today, didn't Carrie
It
needed
was
that.
perfect.
Yes,
yeah,
we all
Healing.
need it.
I'll get it to you,
Yeah.
Carrie. Just give me some time.
Or
Love
email
yourself.
is fine by me. Email is
Love
better
yourself
anyway.
enough to get it together, right?
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm putting together an email about happy health habits heroes, you guys, because what we have and what we know is so powerful. I'm gonna offer like you guys opportunities, different incentives and things to really bring, your friend Teresa, share what you know. Like we're gonna come up with something because this is not the Dr. Amy show. It's not Amy and Michelle's show. It's really our tribe. And so I want to create more of a, responsible, like here's who does what kind of, or, everybody's
Yeah, I
gonna,
like how everybody participates.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
everybody
Check
does
in on
something.
each other and share and
Yeah, and
Me
I don't
too,
know
me
how,
too.
but I want to create that because I don't want it to be, you know, yeah, I don't want it to be me. And plus, December I'm going to be out of town all month. We're going to Europe for my 30th anniversary, so you guys are going to be large and in charge of each other. So
Mom's
30
leaving.
years.
Mom's leaving.
yeah,
30
30 years.
years.
30 years.
Yeah, we
Wow.
had our 3-part 30th year anniversary in March.
You did. That's right. Because we're just
Did
in
a
March.
3-parter.
We're both March anniversaries. Yeah. So we'll figure something out. But if you feel like there's something you want to contribute routinely or do that you think would be an addition and good for everybody, just let me know. I'll send something out with some ideas and we can come up with something, because before Carrie left and went back to Ecuador, everything kind of fell apart, and then we just ended up showing up, and we're still showing up. That's the important part.
We're
Yeah.
still showing up. Yeah, we're
So
still showing up.
we're still showing up.
And
So
I love
okay.
your shares, Margot. I'm glad you're still doing it.
Yeah,
Truly.
I am. And real quickly, I'm not sure where I got this, but somewhere this week I got it. Maybe it was from one of you, where there's a reason in a car that the windshield is broader than the rear view mirrors, because it's far more important to see where we're going than
Yes.
worrying about where we've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And don't look
I
back.
like
You're not going
that.
that way.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
I just love it. So simple. So simple.
Yeah.
Today is the first day of your new chapter. Go look at my post about Mel Robbins' 8 things. 8 things. Today is the first day of your new chapter.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yeah.
Love you
Carrie,
guys.
I'm gonna call you real quick after
Sure.
this, if that's
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. And
Bye, everybody.
we'll send out the
Yes,
recording
good night.
after I get it. Love you.
Oh,
Bye.
Bye.
love you all.